I have 2 ulcers in my mouth. And I feel like I say this every stream, but I genuinely feel like my lighting's so weird. Oh, that felt kind of comfortable. Just sit like that. Maybe I'll just come closer. I can't. There's too much shit under my seat. Ugh, I'm a mess. Hi, everybody. I haven't been live as much lately, I know. I'm sorry. I really mean to be. I just haven't been. It's 7 a.m. for you. It's 8:30 for me. I have not been streaming so much lately, though. I meant to. I've just been so tired. And I don't know. My depression is creeping in. But it's okay. It is A-okay. But I haven't done a mental health stream in an especially long time. Thank you for the sub, Lacey. Thank you. Meow. I don't know what is going differently. Why my lighting feels so different right here. Do I say that every time? I probably do. That is bright. I don't remember where the button is to turn it down. One sec, y'all. I don't know. That honestly isn't better. But it's okay, it's not about me. Now it's just gonna be grainy. Whatever. Alright, starting off strong. Yeah, I love this gaming chair. Sorry. I haven't had real friends in a really long time. I've waited so long for the right group to come along, and I finally met them. We're having a sleepover tomorrow, and I feel included. This is so new to me, I'm literally shaking with excitement. Well, we're starting off strong with a good one. We rarely get that. I would love that, babe. You weren't aired. I am right here. How to get over my crush who has a girlfriend. Walla. You cope. Sorry. I hope my, I hope my advice, sometimes when I'm tired, my advice is very simple. But also, like, why do I do the nose squishing thing? I'm insecure about my nose, especially right here, and so this kind of hides it. And so it's just something I've grown to do over time, like, just as habit. Anywho, I don't know. You'll get over it. I mean, I'm bad at helping. I hope the chat can help you, because I've never really had a real crush besides Kaylin, and I didn't need to get over her, so, I don't know, just, like, I don't know. I'm gonna move on, because my advice is, I'm worried. Okay, so this is a mental health stream. Did the title say it? Did it say mental health stream? Because I just got a shit ton in a row that were 6-7. I'm your biggest fan. What's your favorite game? Love Quinn. Okay. I love you, Kaylin. Oh, wait. Misread. I love you, the person who ended theirs with love you and K. I saw the K and was like, oh, it's Kaylin. But, thank you. My crush is friends with me and the girl that traumatized me and bullied me. That girl is also telling everyone that I bullied her instead. Now people are starting to hate. Okay, so your friends are a reflection of who you are. And so if someone you're interested in is friends with someone who traumatized you, please don't be interested in them. They're not worth your time at all. I don't know how to say please don't be interested in someone, but like she's a shithead. Okay, here is what I say a lot, because I am not missing a tooth. It was Boba. But my dad's getting me dinner right now, and I'm okay with anything. But my crush is friends with. Okay. Life is really fucking short. Life is so short. And at least in my opinion, none of it really matters. Like, you're gonna die one day anyways, and so please don't waste your time on people who are okay with people that hurt you, people who hurt you, any of it. You know? Like, you have so little life to live, and that's terrifying. But it also means that you don't have to focus on the shit that hurts you. Because none of it's real and none of it's gonna matter in the end anyways. You're not gonna be on your deathbed being like, oh, this girl was so pretty, but she was a total dick. Like, that's not where you're gonna be. And so, keep pushing forward, realize that these people have their own issues to work out, and try to move on, Because there's nothing good that can come of that. And I assume you are young, so you have so much time to find someone cooler, I feel so useless. AI is literally taking over all my dream jobs. True, I am creative, and always have been and always will be. I want to get into the film industry, but it feels pointless. College does not feel worth it. Yeah, it's really scary, but there's a lot of ways to do what you love and create art and still do your best to survive. There are food drives. There are volunteer opportunities. There are a lot of necessities that big that big corporations try to tell us are necessary that aren't, and that are being like way blown out of proportion. But honestly, I don't know how old you are. You're not in college yet, it seems. The world might kind of crash and burn and then rebirth by then. So don't be too, I don't know, put off by it. Like, your talents can still be used even if they're not appreciated as much as they should be. On my way, dude! You don't get a response in the first 2 seconds since you yelled. What happened? Oh my god, Steven. That fixes things. My dad got me food for the first time in a long time. But it was wrong. I'm gonna take the sticker off. It's barbecue. I hate anything but lemon pepper. First world problems here, but regardless, it was disheartening. I love you, Steven. I'm so grateful for you. Anywho, I do have fries. And fries are really good. Okay, where am I? I'm really scared to come out to my mom, but she probably would support Bug. I don't know, but I don't know. You don't have to come out. Coming out is overrated. I say this is my most commonly asked question. And I say this every time. You don't need to come out. You don't owe it to anyone. Like, you love who you love, and that's about it. So if it's gonna put you at risk, if it's gonna put you in an uncomfortable conversation, you know, then you don't need to. But if you're in a relationship, I would say something, because I don't think thank you, babe. I love you. Alright, you're fry. But what was I saying? You don't owe it to anyone. It's no one's business. But you also should not hide a relationship from your parents. Like, that's worst case scenario. Okay, trigger warning essay. I was essayed a couple years ago, and I've only told my best friend. And her response was, "Why didn't you do anything? It's like you asked for it." I want to tell my therapist, but I'm worried everyone will have the same reaction. A certified therapist will... There is almost a 0% chance they will say something like that because they are trained the truth. But the truth being that it's not your fault. I don't know how to explain it. Okay. Fight, flight, or freeze is a very real thing, and a lot of people freeze. And a lot of people are people pleasers or too polite. In quotations, obviously. Like, not actually. That's not necessary to be polite. But not comfortable with stopping someone's advances. So if you aren't... If you haven't given your direct consent, someone should not be advancing onto you. You know? Like, no normal, healthy human being doesn't care whether or not you want it or not. Every normal, healthy human being would like whoever they do things with to like them back equally, if not more. So it's not normal, and it's not okay, and it's not good. It's like, they should be asking and verifying that you want it just as much as they do. You know? I had a situation where, did my stream freeze or something, or is chat silent? I can't tell half the time. Oh, okay, thank you, Jade. Okay, where was I? I had this experience where this guy, he used to like me. Sorry, is my voice shaking? I don't mean for it to at all. But this guy, I knew he kind of had a crush on me. I knew he used to, at least. But he was going through a hard time. He wouldn't tell me what it was, but he was going through a hard time. And so every day, I agreed to meet up with him and give him a hug between his, like, one of our classes, you know? Because he had been vulnerable with me before about his feelings, and I was the only person he thought he could go to. And my family was like, you're giving him the wrong idea. Like, he's gonna think it's something else. And I'm like, no, I've been very clear. I told him I'm not interested in him that way. And then one day he didn't let go of the hug and tried to kiss me. And he kept me there. And it was terrifying, and I did everything I could to swerve, and it was awkward, and I didn't even say anything. I just went and awkwardly turned on my heel and walked away, you know? And two things can be true sometimes. I think he got the wrong idea. I still think it was not okay for him to do that. Next level not okay. And I still think I wasn't asking for it. You know? So, and that was someone I was hugging every day. You know? And so, it's not your fault, and it's not something you asked for. It's not a, why didn't you do anything? It's, why did they do that in the first place? It's not, why didn't you do anything? It's, why didn't they ask if they could? You know? Common money management mistakes to avoid? I don't know. I'm not really well versed in that world. I'm in a new city and I don't have friends, and my sister, yes. I'm so depressed. New at a city and I don't have friends, and my sister, yes. Do you mean does? Gosh, I don't know what to say. There are some people who just get lucky. There are some people who have that kind of charisma. I have a hard time making friends. I really do. I have a really hard time making friends. And so, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably wouldn't expect that from me, but I do. And so don't blame yourself. Everyone goes at their own pace. It's hard. You know? I'm incredibly success-driven that I feel like I'm such an outcast when it comes to being a teenager. Everyone around me is focused on relationships or social status. All I want is to be great, as cliche as it is. It feels weird. Yeah, teenagers suck, and I hate almost every single teenager that exists. Teenagers are the worst, and it sucks when you look around and it feels like you are no longer one and everyone else is. Even when I was little, everyone was like, I want to be a princess, and I was like, I want to be an aerospace engineer for NASA. And they're like, what? I don't even know what that means. Like, it is hard. So that's why I've always tended to have older friends anyways. But, yeah, it can be isolating. But also, don't let your ego get big. I watch you. But, I don't know, it can be hard. No, whenever I remember, I was in 7th grade, and it was my girlfriend's birthday party. My girlfriend at the time. And she was with all her friends, and I sat with the parents the whole time, having conversations with them. Because I just have always been better at connecting and talking to adults. And so it was like this weird situation for me. But, you know, it doesn't mean I don't know. There's a lot. I also am kind of jealous of people who don't care, you know? Like, it can be hard. I don't know. My fucking, I don't know. My brain isn't working today. But you're okay and you're not alone. Talk to the quiet kids in your class. Trust me, it's not everyone. You just haven't talked to enough weird kids. I don't mean like FNAF weird kids. I mean like Excel sheets of every train that's ever existed. You know? So. My mom once told me she wouldn't talk to me if she found out I'm gay. And I'm scared because I'm gay. Parents can be the worst sometimes because did you just try to do a command to figure out how tall I am? I'm so curious what that one means. Parents are the worst sometimes though because at least friends you can choose. Like at least friends you can kind of stop talking to if they suck. But if you pull the lottery stick and then you end up with a shitty parent, it's like shit. I don't even. And I am so lucky I don't have that problem. That's a terrible way to. I'm sorry. But so my point with saying that was I'm not gonna be the best person to tell you how to handle it. But hopefully soon you'll be an adult. And you can, you know. I don't know. Pardon me. Yeah, I'm really tall. I'm really super tall. How greasy are my hands? Not. Trigger warning. Oh my goodness, I can't freaking talk. Trigger warning essay. I used to be friends with someone. He assaulted me in 8th grade. I got out of the friendship, but I'm best friends with his twin. The one I used to be friends with keeps acting creepy to me, and I don't know how to get out of it. I also told him to stop multiple times. I don't know how old you are now, so I don't know how long it's been, but honestly, I would not be friends with the twin. Like, he should be option number, I don't even know. Like, the person you want to be friends with, definitely, their personality matters. Who they are matters. How they treat you matters. But also, context can matter. And in this situation, like, you don't want to be around that fart face. And so, until they're not a package deal, prioritize that, you know? No one is so unique that you have to be friends with your someone who traumatized you twin, you know? I'm so sad about my fucking lemon pepper. And he was like, "We can't eat out like this." It's been like a month since he got anything. 2 months even. But whatever. That's what he says every time. So I'm not even gonna be able to get this for a long time anyways. Oh, this one's even worse. It tastes like orange chicken. I hate orange chicken. It is Buffalo Wild Wings. But I only like lemon pepper. Ah, my nose. I went to a psychiatrist because I wanted to know if I had ADHD, and we just started talking basically about mental health. And they basically just said, I'm fine, and this is the real world. That just makes me want to get worse. No. I feel like I'm like, no. That is honestly, okay. I've been there, and I know what it feels like. I know it's like, I'm having this issue, and I feel like if I put a label on it, I have a reason, it makes it real, it's valid, it's okay, you know? So I understand that, but if it's not something with your brain, where, like, you have dopamine deficiencies or struggles with your dopamine that gives you a disorder, like, or anxiety disorders, that is such a good sign, and it can make you feel so weird. But also, if you are having symptoms of something, you can still relate to people who have those as well, even if you don't have the disorder. Like, I have ADHD, but if you also get, I don't even know, because a lot of things is a lot of what comes to mind immediately is because of my Adderall. But if you get distracted really easily, something that I used to cope. Sorry, I have hiccups. With my, oh no. Sorry. I try to have something to fidget with or something mentally stimulating so that I'm getting enough dopamine where I don't look for it in other places and get distracted. Because that's what it is. It's like, I can't focus on this thing because I'm looking for dopamine in other places, you know? And so if I drink something yummy, or chew on something yummy, or I'm fidgeting, or have something playing in the background, it helps a lot. If I doodle during class, like, those things where I keep myself distracted enough where I don't have to be distracted by a million different things, that helps me. And so that could help you too, even if you don't have ADHD. And so maybe things are just weird in your life right now, you know? But if you don't have those things, assuming the psychiatrist isn't just being an asshole, that is ultimately good. You know? Yeah, you don't have to spend a shit ton of money on medication. You know? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to, like, how to explain what I mean. You know? You're not that bad with dopamine. You could still talk to a camera for like 1.5 hours almost every day. That's not really what it is, though. Like, my issue, it's not even, okay, when for Claire, she switches games or songs every minute. Unless it's a hyperfixation. But I lock the fuck in, and I cannot be distracted by anything, even if I have to pee. Like, I gave myself so many UTIs as a kid because I would be so locked into something that the idea of getting up and going and stopping, I physically could not bring myself to do it. It feels like so many steps. It's like I can't. Like, yeah. So, don't feel like you have to be worse to be validated. You're still valid. Yay. you're not incredibly, but I know what that feels like. I have a lot of issues with my brain. Like, I get a lot of headaches. I have what's it called? Ocular migraines, where I can't see for like a day straight. Just like parts of my vision. So I'm getting an MRI because it's getting bad and there might be something wrong. But my mom was like, this better be something because this was really fucking expensive. And if it's not, you can't be on your phone as often because that's probably giving you a headache. And I'm like, Mom, what? You're wishing the worst on me, Mom? But that's honestly a mindset I've had for a long time, and a lot of people have had, of like, you gotta make your money's worth. But also, like, it feels like I'm just a pussy who can't deal with normal shit unless it's really bad. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna suffer, make it interesting. I'm a closeted bi. How do I come out? I already explained. Just kidding. I won't get mad at you. You don't have to. I use sarcasm and irony way too much, and I'm well aware of it and should probably stop, but I can't even when I know I need to be serious, or even when I unknowingly hurt someone. And it really pains me because my dad uses it against me way too much. It'll take time. The shit you can change in a year. A year ago, a little over a year ago, I hated myself and everything around me, and everything felt gloomy and awful. I met Kaylin in real life, and it fixed everything. Not actually, but I hear my dad talking. Oh, that's fine. careful, dog, dare you? I don't know. I don't know.
You're so pretty, Sweet Puppy. You're so cute. Hi, Sweet Puppy. You're so pretty. You're so pretty, Sweet Puppy. You're so pretty. You're so pretty, Sweet Puppy. You're so pretty. You're so pretty, Sweet Puppy. You're so pretty.
Now you cannot come in, bubbies. I will get you distracted. I love you. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, no. He was sitting there and he tilted his head at me when I was closing the door, and I feel terrible now. Ow! Sorry, I closed the claw clip on my finger. What's an ocular migraine? Google will have a better answer than me. But I had an ocular migraine, the one that triggered me to see doctors. I was in class and suddenly I just couldn't see. Like, I fell over and my vision, it wasn't even blurry or grainy or fucked up. It was just like not there at all. It's like how you can't see past your peripheral vision. Like, it just wasn't there. Which, you know, bad thing. Not cool. So, it's ADHD? I don't think so. Does ADHD cause you to lose your vision? No, but it's not, I also get the tunnel vision thing, but it just wasn't there. And so I was in the office for, I don't know, it was like 3 hours, and finally I fell asleep in the office at my school. And I woke up like 2 hours later, and my mom finally was there to pick me up. It was in my first class, and my mom couldn't pick me up till the end of the day. And I still couldn't see. And then a day passed, and I still couldn't. And so, you know, worrying. I stayed home because I couldn't see. Parts of my vision were gone. And it took a day or two, like more past that, to fully go, not even fully, to mostly go away. It still lingered for like a week. So then I finally saw a doctor. But it just happens every once in a while. Anyways, I'm gonna put this in the fridge real quick. Everyone spam thank you, Kaylin. Oh, thank you for because Kaylin sent me this. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I can't breathe. Thank you, Destiny. Where was I? How do I tell my mom I'm bi? My family's very religious and don't approve of the LGBT community. Don't. You don't need to. Not until they can't affect you anymore. You know? It's okay. Thank you, babe. I don't mind. Good night, Destiny. My favorite South Park character? I'm generally an overweight girl. I've tried losing weight many times. I've stopped eating, gone on various diets, etc. My parents look down on me because of the fact that I'm bigger than most normal girls. And friends often tell me I should stop eating or only eat greens till I'm skinny. All those people are really fucking stupid. Firstly, if you're generally an overweight girl, as you say, that almost definitely means that's just your body naturally. Everyone looks different when they're healthy. Jade, I don't think you meant it that way. But, where was I? Oh, everyone has a different healthy weight. And so, if your doctor hasn't told you you have an issue, that is between you and the doctor, you know? Like, and if you want to lose weight or be more healthy, that is something you can talk to your doctor about. But even BMI or whatever it's called isn't accurate. Also, eating less isn't going to help you be healthier. It's literally exercise. Like, don't eat less. Exercise more, if anything, but talk to your doctor before anything. Because so, your parents, stupid. Your friends, stupid. Okay? Also, you're beautiful. As a lesbian, yeah, I'm a lesbian. Anyway, as someone who likes women in general, the more the merrier. Hello? The more girl that I can see, the better. I don't care if you're tall. I don't care if you have extra you on there. Like, yum 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 in my tum tum tum. Hello? And I'm not kidding. If you don't want to be crushed by some thighs, you have mental health issues. Thank you. Give me something to grab. What's with trans women? In general, or in what way? They're women. I don't fucking know. Babe, the more you, the merrier. That's all I have to say. Just kidding. I love you the way you are. I don't even mean women I'm attracted to. Like, I'm not saying, like, my type is any body type. I'm just saying anyone who isn't more the merrier about women has some things they need to work through. I got broken up with by a 5-day situationship, and I feel like I'm cursed to not find love because nothing has ever lasted more than 2 weeks. Can you attach your age? It's really hard to find Willowa people in my area. People tell me that the right person will come along eventually, but I feel like I'll never find them. You're looking, that's the issue. You have value outside of dating people. You are finding people who are dating for the sake of love and not because they fell for someone or because you will help them grow as a human being. That's the issue. You know? Like, someone will come along eventually, and if you are looking for people, you're closing your doors to other opportunities. Like, I wouldn't have found you're not gonna find someone who actually matters if you're looking for someone to date in general. You know what I mean? You don't need anybody. That is not accurate, Kaylin. I was saying she would look really hot with muscles. It wasn't to lose anything. That's gonna get misconstrued. I was saying it'd be really hot. I was really not medicated. Axel, no! Gang, let's hunker down and help him. No, Axel. To anyone who's been physically victimized by anyone else, this message, I won't read the rest of it, but, oh yeah, that was, okay, I will get back to this. I have really bad insomnia, and so I take strong medication that forces me to sleep at night. If I don't take the medication, I will pass out eventually, but no matter how much sleep I get, my body doesn't realize I slept because it didn't have the medication. And so it feels disoriented and confused. And so, like, if I don't get enough sleep, especially after not taking my trazodone, my body's like, you why are you tired? Because if I'm sorry, that's like so poorly explained. Even if I fall asleep, I'm only like half asleep. Like I don't get my REM cycles, you know? Like I don't actually get into like the important parts of sleep. So my body's like, you slept, why are you tired? Or my brain's like, you slept, why are you tired? And my body's like, did I? And so I'm really disoriented. And so I was sobbing. I had been up for so long with Jade and the gang doing accents. I saw a Heated Rivalry edit and I cried for like 10 hours straight. It just kept going, where I was crying about the Heated Rivalry edit, and then I cried about other things, and then it eventually ended up in me being like, can I tell you something? Will you hate me? When we first met, I thought your hair was terrible and you need to take better care of it. And then I sobbed hysterically. Like deep, painful sobs. And she was just like, I I was torturing myself. Anywho, back to what I was saying. The message ended up with, I don't know how to feel clean again. Your entire body regenerates down to your organs. Like every single part of your body regenerates and recycles its cells every 7 years. Your skin especially sheds the most. So if someone has touched you, you genuinely aren't the same person. You have whole new memories, firstly. You're a different age. All your cells are different. It duplicates to fill in the gaps. What do you think the gaps are made from? Every cell dies. So the ones that they touched are gone. That's the point I'm making. They're gone. The version they violated is in no way the same person that is there now. You know? So, that's honestly my best explanation. Like, you're a different age. You have a different face. You have a different body. Your cells are different. You have new memories, new experiences, new habits. That person is gone. You know? But still, there's so much more to it. But when it comes to the, like, I don't feel... Did I say hobbits? I thought I said habits. Well, I meant habits. What was I saying? Oh, when it comes to the feeling clean thing, you are clean. You know? It's a different you. The only thing that really makes you is your consciousness. My female best friend has a crush on me. I value our friendship above all, and I'm worried that addressing it, whether I reciprocate or not, will make things complicated and awkward, or she'll react the wrong way about how I feel. Should I avoid the topic or talk to her about it? I say get it out of the way. You know what I mean? It's already awkward now that you're not addressing it, you know? I wish I could give a better explanation. Ow, my tooth. Ow. How young is too young to get married? Under 25. I'm 14. All people my age I ever known already in a relationship, and they're saying I'm weird because I've never been in a relationship. You're not weird, you're friggin' smart. I'm not against being in relationships. I think you can learn a lot. But no, everyone's at their own pace. And even if you never dated anyone for the rest of your life, you wouldn't be weird. You know? How did I come out? I was lucky. I could just tell them. Nothing at 14 is going to last more than a year. Good. You learn more that way. You learn from mistakes. Don't be scared of making mistakes. Be scared of not learning from them. Don't be reckless. You won't learn from something if you're dead, but I learned what I like by meeting people and dating people who I didn't. I liked them when I started dating them, but I learned that I didn't like certain things by being with someone and being like, hey, wait, that's weird. Yeah, thank you for the subs! Alex. Oh, fuck. Alexandra. I actually don't know how. But thank you. I'm emoting. What are my thoughts on the vastness of the universe? I don't know. I can't think about that right now. My brain isn't. I've had an ED since I was 10 and got better. It came back at 13 and has been gone for a while. And has gone on for a while. I haven't healed from it yet. Me neither. I'm working on it and started to eat big dinners. But my dad always comments on it. I know he doesn't know about my ED, but I feel guilty if I make people feel bad. I had a really hard time with this because my family, they know I have an ED and they know I did, but they were worried for me, and so they ended up taking out their worry in the wrong way. So they would make comments that were like really hurtful about me looking skinny or being skinny, or just not bringing it up at the right time. And instead of like helping, it just made me feel embarrassed and want to hide myself and feel uncomfortable, you know? And so if you have that kind of relationship with your dad, I would tell him, hey, I'm having this struggle. Please don't make comments like that unless you want to sit down and have a conversation. Because it's like right place or wrong place, or there's a bleh, time and place, you know? I'm not gonna communicate great if it's a one-off joke about me, you know? And so that's not necessary, that's not helpful. But if they sat me down and we want to have a conversation, that's a different story, you know? I don't think they were saying my chest is great. I think they're saying my TikToks. Henry, we're having a very real conversation. And you have been off topic this whole time. So please lock the fuck in or be quiet. Anyways. But please be open and honest. I get ghosted all the time. I'm always nice and polite, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's because I don't want to give them what they want. Explicit images. No. Again, you don't need a relationship. If you look for people who just want to be in relationships, you're gonna find the wrong people. And shallow people, you know? But it'll happen when it'll be something worth your time. It'll be someone who wants you for you and isn't looking for a girlfriend first. You know? You should want to be friends with whoever you want to be with. You shouldn't be looking for someone to date first. You know? I know you said I shouldn't tell my family I'm bi because they're too religious, but I don't know who to tell, and I want to tell them, but I'm scared. You don't need to tell anyone. I'm not saying you can't tell them or you shouldn't because they're religious. I'm saying if you're putting yourself in danger, that's never a good idea, you know? But we're here, and we listen, you know? So you're valid. You don't need anyone to validate you. Oh, it's sour. Ah! I've been physically sick for 2 years, bedridden at times, kind of sick. Obviously, that problem isn't fixable, but it leads to a lot of mental health issues. I feel like my loved ones want me to endure it for their sake. I don't know how to see it from my POV and understand the heartbreak. I don't know either. I'm gonna say a solid, I don't really know, and say that all that I can say, got a lot of words, Quinn, but we are here to listen. And we will always try to understand, and you're valid in however you feel, even if we can't relate or don't know what it's like. You know? Like, I'm sorry, and if I can direct you to a different source, I would. I'm sure there's plenty out there, but I don't know your POV. I don't know your point of view either. So, I wish you the best. I can go 3 days no sleep, but I force myself to sleep by 4 a.m. I don't know. It's really annoying. I don't know what to do. Sleeping meds won't work. I can only sleep when I'm extremely exhausted. I would have to know why. You know. How do you feel about girls who date rich guys for money? I don't know. I don't really care. I mean, the inverse is rich guys are dating them for what, their looks, you know? Like both parties are shallow, so yeah. A relationship has two people. But I mean, obviously I'm saying that. Obviously you could bring up like, "Oh, well, what if blah blah blah," you know? There's always something that can go wrong. But in general, it's two consenting parties. You know? Like, on the inverse, those men are going after pretty women, or a lot of the time immigrants, for the same reason. You know? So. I do think I'm gonna go. I do want to do this more often, but I want to spend time with my girlfriend. I'm glad I streamed, even though it was short, but I want to spend time with her. So. You can't yet? Oh. How long? Can I still call you? I probably will anyways, just because I have to pee. And the talking kind of hurts. I have an ulcer back here. Sorry. Something opened on my computer and I don't know what it is. What? Okay, I fixed it. Anyways, I'll see you guys. I love you. And thank you to everyone who subbed or gifted. You are amazing and I love you. And I will have another one soon because I want to get to all your questions, but I love you guys so much. Stay safe. You are beautiful. You're amazing. You're valid and I love you. And goodbye.